Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the web. In today's segment, we're actually going to look at sustainability. There are two companies we're going to look at, Coke and Pepsi. According to plastictoday.com, the topic states, speaking of sustainability, what have Coke and Pepsi been up to lately? Since having the Plastic Industry Association because of so-called philosophical disagreements with that organization's strategies, both Coca-Cola and PepsiCo have launched new efforts to solve the problems that the plastic industry apparently has created for them. In a release sent on September 13, PepsiCo announced accelerated efforts to reduce plastic waste. The two primary means of doing this will be the company's target to reduce by 35% the use of virgin plastic across its beverage brands by 2025, driven by increased use of recycled content and alternative packaging. Reducing the use of virgin plastic content will equate to the elimination of 2.5 million metric tons of cumulative virgin waste, claims PepsiCo. Progress will be given by the company's increased use of recycled content and alternative packaging materials for its beverage brands, including Life Water, Bubbly, and Aquafina, said PepsiCo. In June of this year, PepsiCo announced that starting in 2020, the company will package its Life Water brand in 100% recycled PET. Great! I just hope that the company can find enough rPET to meet demand. Given that litterbugs prefer to throw plastic bottles into waterways, onto beaches, and land-based environments, people who thoughtlessly discard PET bottles into the environment are not educated about the true value of PET. Maybe PepsiCo can begin a TV and social media ad campaign to inform consumers. PepsiCo's Bubbly brand will no longer be filled into plastic containers, and Aquafina will be introduced in aluminum cans to U.S. food services operators and be tested in retail outlets at the beginning of next year. Additionally, through the expansion of PepsiCo's SodaStream business, an estimated 67 billion plastic bottles will be avoided through 2025. These targets advance PepsiCo's sustainable packaging vision and reinforce its beyond the bottle strategy, which in addition to SodaStream includes the mobile enabled hydration platform and other offerings that deliver beverages without single-use plastic bottles, said PepsiCo's announcement. While our efforts are far from done, this is one more step in PepsiCo's journey towards helping to build a world where plastics need never become waste, said PepsiCo chairman and CEO Raman Lagorata. Even as we work to accelerate business growth, we continue to make important progress toward a circular economy for packaging, a responsibility we take very seriously. Of course, if you eliminate something, it can't become waste. And those are awfully big promises, with some recent articles questioning that the company can keep. Other consumer brands have made big promises over the past several years, but progress has been slow, and they're taking that from anti-plastic advocacy group for not sticking to their own word. PepsiCo noted that this latest announcement is in addition to earlier goals announced to make 100% of its packaging recyclable, compostable, or biodegradable by 2025 and increase its use of recycled content in plastic packaging to 25%. Recyclability is an admirable goal. We have the infrastructure in place to collect, sort, and recycle PET bottles. All we need to do is educate consumers to put their PET bottles where they can actually be recycled. Just because something is labeled recyclable doesn't mean it will be recycled. That's up to the consumer. As for the compostable idea, there's not much green there. Most composting facilities will not take so-called compostable plastics. They will only accept yard and food waste because plastic won't break down fast enough to be satisfied to consumer of garden compost. Biodegradable plastic bottles won't be able to be recycled unless companies begin operating biodegradable recycling lines at their facility to keep them from getting mixed with virgin PET. So far, I've not heard of anyone starting up a biodegradable plastics recycling plant. Biodegradable plastic bottles are designed to be left out in the open environment, including the oceans, where they will biodegrade in perhaps 4 to 5 years. Currently, the suggestion for biodegradable bottles and other items is to put them in waste-to-energy bins or the trash where they will be landfilled. You'd better bone up on your plastic science, PepsiCo. I was actually hoping to have some answers to my questions concerning their plans for biodegradable and compostable plastics and the validity of calling those items sustainable. But, as usual, crickets. Nothing. The company obviously doesn't want to comment on those things. As for Coca-Cola Co., it just unveiled its first ever sample bottles made using recovered and recycled marine plastics, demonstrating that one day even ocean debris could be used in recycled packaging for drinks. This effort is being done through the partnership with Ioniqua Technologies, a spin-off from Eindhoven University of Technology in the Netherlands, Indorama Ventures in Thailand, Mares Circulares, and the Coca-Cola Co., along with Spain's Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Food and the Environment, 3 leading non-profit organizations. The announcement on October 3 noted that about 300 sample bottles were made using 25% recycled marine plastic retrieved from the Mediterranean Sea and beaches. Post-production recycled marine plastic content with the bottles will vary between 20 to 25%, said Coca-Cola. The idea is to show the transformational potential of revolutionary enhanced recycling technologies, which can recycle previously used plastic of any quality back to high quality plastic that can be used for food or beverage packaging. Starting in 2020, Coca-Cola plans to roll out this enhanced recycled content in some of its bottles. Coca-Cola's efforts appear to be the most advanced when it comes to making a dent in the amount of ocean plastics available for this project. I applaud their efforts. However, if people stop throwing plastic items into waterways that end up in the oceans, the supply of ocean plastic could dry up, and that could be the end of that project, but this probably won't happen in my lifetime. Alright guys, so the main highlights is that I get is that Pepsi is actually doing a little, which what they'll do is their Aquafina brand will be introduced in aluminum cans, and their PepsiCo's bubbly brand will no longer be filled into plastic containers. And Coca-Cola is using recycled plastic that have been recovered from sea and beaches. According to the author of this article, they're saying that Coca-Cola's efforts appear to be the most advanced when it comes to making a dent in the amount of ocean plastics available. Alright guys, I will see you guys in the next one. Hopefully this was helpful. And again, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.